Hi everyone, my name is Rochelle. I really wanted to start this channel because I'm a first year teacher and I really want to make videos for other new teachers out there because when I was looking I couldn't find any, so I decided that I think I should make them. I also want to put a lot of like lifestyle and just other fun videos on this channel. And yeah, in this video I'm going to be talking about how I felt when I first my first semester, just a general conversation about my first semester as a new teacher. And yeah, so when I first got hired, I'll show you this in another video, but I almost didn't get, hired to be a teacher in the new school year. Total panic attack. Talk about it in another video. But so when I first got hired, when I was going through my application process, I did want to teach the primary levels like kindergarten, first, second grade. But when I got hired, I was so desperate. I kind of just was like, I want to be a teacher, give me a job. And so I got a job as a fifth grade teacher. From kindergarten, first, second to fifth grade is a big jump. All of my experience in the classroom has always been second grade down. So being a fifth grade teacher, I already know I was in for a huge challenge. I just think the material for fifth grade is a lot more complex, dealing with this new Common Core stuff. I was excited that I'd gotten hired to be a teacher, but I was also freaking out at the same time. Like full-blown panic attack, like how am I gonna teach fifth grade? Do I really wanna do this? Can I do this? All these things were going through my mind. Then I started seeing the bright side of things, and I was thinking about all the cool and complex and fun projects and things that I can do with fifth graders that I won't necessarily be able to do with second graders, and started to calm down a bit. Before I got to the classroom, I started reading this book called The Daily Five, which is this way that helps you how to kind of organize the way your classroom runs. And I read this book. I thought it was going to be my Bible. I thought I was going to eat, breathe, sleep this, but later you'll hear that that's not how it went. So my first day teaching, like my first day actual teaching in the classroom, I was a nervous wreck. Like I was so nervous to be in front of all these new students and excited as well, but more so nervous on my first day. Even though I know the first day is you're kind of just talking, going over classroom rules, setting out supplies, getting to know everyone and things like that. And again, I was using this Daily Five book that tells you to the T, like this is how you should do the first day, do these little mini lessons and do an activity, mini lessons, do an activity. And once I got there, it was like I attempted to do it, but it was kind of like out the window. I was a new teacher, so I just kind of started going with the flow of what I knew, of what I could do, And it was just, I would say things and I would just get these kind of blank stares from these fifth graders. So a lot of my students were like, are you even old enough to be a teacher? And I was getting that from a lot of people. I even sometimes from the new teachers, they thought I was a student in elementary school, an elementary school student. I got that from other teachers, but yeah. So that's what I was going through. In the first day, you want everyone to meet each other, make sure they know each other, all the students know each other and are comfortable with each other in the classroom. And so I asked the question, I was like, so did anyone meet anyone new here today on the first day? No response. I was like, no one? Nothing. No one? Nothing. And then I had one student say, like, we've been going to school with each other since kindergarten. We all know each other. No one here is new. And then I had to think, I was new to this city. Like, I had visited back and forth to where I live now, but it was my first time being here permanently. And I was like, yeah, I forgot. I'm in a small town. These kids, it's a very small town. There's only like 3 elementary schools here. And so yeah, these kids have been going to school together with only the same students because rarely kids move in and out. And even if they do, it's like one new student. So yeah, they really did know each other. So it's very different teaching in a classroom where all the students are already friends and already know each other very well than having to make sure students are making friends and making good relationships and other things like that. My first few weeks were pretty rough as a new teacher. I was going through a lot of like personal family issues at the time, so like adding that to my plate was, you know, not making anything easier. But so within my first few weeks, I want to say definitely within the first month, so maybe 2 weeks to 3 weeks in, one of the other fifth grade teachers, so there was 5 of us at the beginning, one of the other fifth grade teachers had decided to move our job within the school. So she was still in the school, but she's doing a different position. And since our fifth grade student number was very severely low, or not severely, but pretty low, they decided to just disperse the kids that were in her classroom amongst the other classrooms. So, you know, I'm a brand new teacher, first time teaching, trying to get the flow of my students, and I get 3 brand new students at the same time who were doing something differently in another teacher's classroom, so I had to get readjusted to what's happening in my classrooms. And then, you know, after this I just had a lot of students going and coming, and which I even forgot to say in the beginning of this video, the school that I had gone to was also had gotten a new principal. So because we had a new principal that started kind of late towards the summer, we were getting all these new changes too. I want to say, like, no joke, in the beginning of the school year, the schedule changed about 4 times for 5th grade, because they wanted us all, because we weren't all on the same schedule, and they wanted us all on the same schedule, and they were telling us to make the schedule, and it was just a big mess. So it took a good month, if not a little bit more, to get on a really good schedule and a consistent schedule for the grade level. So, you know, all of these things were just making it really kind of rough in the beginning as a new teacher. But after I got through those first few weeks, things started to get settled. I kind of started to feel like I knew what I was doing, and I was getting into my groove as teaching, as a teacher. Currently and now, we've just started the second semester, so I've finished my first semester as as a 5th grade teacher. It's crazy to believe that I've already gone through the whole first semester, and I'm halfway done through my first year as a new teacher, so it's crazy. But I've definitely learned a lot. Through this first semester, I've, you know, changed the way I do things. I thought I was gonna come in doing all these things, and I'm down to doing things differently. Some downsides I would say is that I kind of really thought I was gonna like boom and do all these amazing things, and, you know, all these creative ideas all the time during my first year. But then when you realize it's like, it's hard. There's just so many things you gotta do, so many things you gotta keep up with. There's not enough hours in the day, because it's not just about teaching and lesson planning, it's about all the other things that you have to do as a teacher that have nothing to do with really teaching in the classroom, but all these professional developments and all these other things that you have to do as a teacher. But the upside is that I kind of really started to get more comfortable as being a new teacher. I was becoming more confident in my teaching. I had my first observation with my principal that went really well, and so he's happy with me. I'm happy with the work I'm doing. I want to be more creative and doing more fun things in my classroom, but I think that'll come as, you know, time goes by. And I just realized that since I first started my career, besides like being a teacher, I felt like I was doing nothing else. Like, I'd come home and just watch Netflix all day, and it wasn't really making me that happy. And, you know, I'd either watch Netflix or watch YouTube videos all day. So, you know, making YouTube videos is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I kind of always knew I wanted to do it about teaching and lifestyle type things. But since I've been teaching and I'm halfway through, I feel more comfortable that I can take on a new hobby. And so I felt like this is a hobby that I really want to do. So I'm taking on this new challenge, and, you know, I'm hoping that people get something out of these videos, that people enjoy something out of these videos, especially the people who are like me and who are new to teaching and kind of really didn't know where to start, or just wanted other videos out there but people like them, you know, giving them advice about being a teacher, being a new teacher, and you know, interviewing and creating portfolios and other things like that. You know, I kind of just want to be a channel that people like that can go to. So I really hope you enjoyed my channel. New videos will be out soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.